Cobblemon. It's that immersive and welcome mashup of Pokémon with Minecraft's aesthetic and mechanics. I'm playing from an early access world that's built entirely by the Cobblemon development team to showcase the features of the 1.4 update, the Friends and Farms. Oh, hello? Do you want to be friends? Oh, okay. Well, they're not here right now, actually. So we'll have to make our own friends in the new update. Let's start with the first new feature that any trainer just starting their journey will encounter. When we go to pick our starter, we'll notice that Johto and Paldean starters have been added, and they give us the perfect opportunity to show the next exciting feature. We can finally give our Pokemon dumb names, and since there's no nickname raider, we can't be judged for it yet. If you want to be judged, put your starter and its nickname in the comments, and I will judge you happily. Just do me a favor and don't cry about it. Like, for instance, this. The way the Cobblemon cry system works is that if a Pokemon already has a cry made, and yes, they are all custom cries based on the game sounds, then the Pokemon, when summoned, into battle or not, will release its cry. And if you want to hear a wild Pokemon's cry, all you gotta do is start a battle with it. And cries aren't the only sounds that have been updated or added. Just like that one. For the next feature, we gotta take a field trip to a different farm. See, if you've been to my channel before, then you know that I'm in a little bit of a pickle. I've been cursed by a Giga Stantler, and an Irishman, I suppose, who trains exclusively Stantler. Anyway, my first shiny ended up being a Stantler. And that was really a come to Arceus moment for me. So I'm trying to deal with that, and the best way forward for me is to build this guy a preserve. So Shantler, as he's known in 119.2 without a nickname, he'll live here. But hey, you want to prove yourself a better nickname raider than I am? Then go for it, alright? Here's what you gotta do. Throw down a nickname that you think would be appropriate for my Shantler, and the people will be heard. Vote with the like button, and whichever one has the most likes. Once we update, we'll lock it in. This is where Shantler will live. And this is a pasture. The pasture block, a feature coming to 1.4 that allows you to take up to 16 of your Pokemon in the PC and put them out to pasture. Not in the euphemistic way, they will continue living, but they'll be able to walk around the base. Wherever the pasture block is, they'll have a 32 block radius to wander, and they'll just hang out and make the world feel alive. Or, and I only found this out while recording this video, if you have a Pokemon that is asleep when you put them in the pasture, it seems like they won't wake up, which is probably the cutest thing, and maybe a bug, but let's not report it. Or it'll serve as your new shiny wolf arm. And I imagine that in later releases, we'll have more Pokemon just like Mareep and Wooloo who have a functional use. What do you say to that, Shantler? Come on, this is justice for Stantler. I'm doing pretty good, right? You're gonna have a home, and the people are gonna pick you a great name.
This pleases me.
Holy shit. Let's get to the meat of the update by going through the plants. In 1.4, we've got Vivichokes, Leeks, Revival Herbs with pep-up flowers inside, Energy Roots, Mints, and finally, the meatiest of the plants. You've already seen them on the official Cobblemon channel, and you loved them, berries. Leeks are the foundation to the potion system in that they are the first ingredient to turn a water bottle into a medicinal brew, which is the basis for all of your status healing items and your potions, and your ether and elixir. Medicinal leeks can be found growing on the surface of rivers and ponds, pretty much any body of water that isn't an ocean. Show me the roots. What happened? Oh, this is a, wait! I've never seen one of these. Wow, we're in a new structure. But these are what we're here for. I don't care about this stuff. What I care about is this stuff. Big root right here, and energy root right here. Big root, energy root, big root, energy root. These roots work like an amalgam of hanging roots and mushrooms in that they spread in low light like mushrooms, only on the underside of blocks like hanging roots. When these conditions are met, big roots will spread to energy roots. However, energy roots do not spread themselves, so you're gonna wanna clear those out in order to keep the spread going. And if you're looking for any redstone or farming help in Cobblemon, well, look no further. I'll be figuring out all the farms for these and sharing them with y'all. And you better believe we're gonna do it with redstone and create. Coming next episode, doors. Dang it. There we go. Vivichoke seeds can be found in the loot chests in jungle temples, dungeons, and certain villages, but can never be found growing in the wild. And here's an example of what it can feel like to look for Vivichokes. Oh, look at those berries, so beautiful. Good job, Slippy. This is village number 2 without any chests. Give me your Vivichokes. Oh, tall grass. And would you believe it? There's Vivichoke. Okay, wait, Oh my god, wait, I had already opened this. I swear these ones are real. I did not give myself any more. But there is another way. We have this guy. Look it, he sells Vivichokes. So, you can buy 1 at a time, and that means 2 a day. If you don't want to go looking like crazy, I recommend getting a villager who sells Vivichoke seeds. One of these lucky folks will be my Vivichoke salesman. Or, if none of them are, then they'll all perish. And when you're farming these, keep in mind that they don't drop seed. You have to decraft the Vivichoke in order to get seeds. You get 2 of them per Vivichoke. This flower lives up to its name by being a part of the recipes for Superb Remedy, Max Potion, Max Revive, PP Up, PP Max, and even a new player food that is similar to a golden apple, but better, but also worse, because it can't stack. But it does give absorption, and it removes all negative effects, like a milk bucket or honey bottle. Stupid golden apples. How dare you, Notch? We don't need those anymore. We got Vivichoke dip. Yes! Oh, where's my Vivichoke dip? Oh, right, you can't die from poison. Oh, we're fine. It can also be used as a solid food source for the player, but only the staunchest vegetarians can stomach wasting it in this way. Revival herbs. In their item form, revival herbs have exactly one use, and that is to be burned up into heal powder. And as you might guess, heal powder is a main ingredient to revives. Whenever a revival herb reaches its max age, a pep-up flower is also grown within, and breaking the plant will yield both revival herbs and pep-up flowers. Pep-up flowers are critical for any of your X items, X attack, X defense, etc. They're also used to craft PP Up and PP Max, and they don't look so bad in a flower pot either. Now this one's important. Revival herbs can only be found in lush caves. So you're either gonna want Nature's Compass or you're gonna wanna know what an azalea tree looks like. Here's one for an example. Oh, I'm sorry, I got confused again. That's my azalea tortera. No big deal, there's one right there. Dig down here and you'll be good. And maybe try giving your grottle a sapling before you evolve him. Let's go over mints in just a little bit of a different way. You see, Cobblemon 1.3 was a different time. Compared to Cobblemon 1.4, I'd argue it's basically the Stone Age. You see, I was EV training for months for a tournament on the Battlecraft SMP, which, by the way, I'm a finalist in. It'll be me versus Casey Blaze for the final in the tournament, and everyone will be rooting against me, so you should totally show up and root for me. Please, don't join the crowd. Keep it down over there. Seriously, I cannot stress how against me the world is. Look at this clip of when Casey and I battled with the developers there. The whole Battlecraft team was rallying against me.
Casey, I know you beat me, but please beat Bert.
I'm gonna do my best.
We need this win, Casey. not just for you, but for the whole server.
For the universe.
Distraction.
My face. Balls.
Oh no!
Boomer. Use psychic.
No!
Go, Bert.
I wonder if he's going to switch.
There's somebody cheering for me. This is my moment.
Team Obsidian has to stand together.
It's never happened before.
Boo!
Dragalge. Kelp it out.
Boo! Extra tomatoes for you.
Give Metagross a kiss.
Give him a little smooch.
Give him a smooch. I just need to get one more hit in. Come on.
No!
I believe in you, Casey.
No! I got one left.
Energy ball.
No!
Let's go. Sparks.
The tragic
I'm
fall
so
of our
ashamed.
This is actually so sad.
So stand up with me against these bullies. I just want a couple people to be in the stands for me, you know what I mean? Metaphorically. Maybe hit the like button, subscribe, and then leave a comment encouraging me. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. right, nature mints. Yes, I had a bunch of footage that was gonna help us to just show all of the nature mints and how they work and all that, but I'm still not over the other topic. So instead, I'll illustrate with an example. Editor Vert here stepping in. It's important for me to just give some context here. Nature mints change the nature of a Pokemon, which allows you to control the strengths and weaknesses of your Pokemon a bit. In 1.3, we didn't have that ability. So, with that in mind, oh, would you like to know why we need mints? Let me show you, okay? These are fully EV trained Pokemon. Every single one, special attack, attack, special attack, attack. If you didn't play in 1.3, maybe you don't know, but that takes over 500 battles for each Pokemon in the wild in survival. And now let's look at their stats. Oh, you mean negative nature on an attack Pokemon? Great. Negative nature on special attack? Great. Negative nature, negative nature, negative nature. Yeah, that's pain. Yeah, that is why we need mints. Oh, and that little Vulpix. They're a little more common in 1.4, but right now they're pretty rare. Come here. Hello. Nature mints can be found on mountains. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Let's move on. It's time for the showstopper. Berries. Why are berries so important, Bert? Well, let me tell you, dear viewer, and I'll tell you true. There are 20 types of berries that naturally generate throughout the world. However, there are a total of 69 different kinds of berries available in the game, and the rest of them must be discovered through mutation. And mutation can occur whenever a compatible set of berries are growing adjacent to each other, and it looks like this. And embarrassingly, here's my first time seeing a berry mutate. I won't know if I get it unless I have an open spot. Let's do that. Wait, is that it? That's how it works? It shows up visually? That's so cool. Guys, I didn't even know that. Berries form not only a foundation in combat as held items for Pokemon. And we ate the berry! It's gone! It all works! But they're also used heavily in the crafting of vitamins. If you've already been playing this mod, you may know that vitamins were technically in the game as a creative item, but now they are finally craftable with the use of berries and other assorted items. If you're not familiar with vitamins and why they're important, then let's go back to the nature mints convo. Remember how I said I did over 500 battles for each of those Pokemon with terrible natures? Well, with vitamins, you don't have to do that. That's right, now you can use steroids to power up your Pokemon instead of perseverance. Have you heard of it? Liberal. There are a lot of other fun things about berries that I feel much less conflicted about. Now, because I am both out of time and I want to do a full video expanding on the brewing, potion, and berry systems, I'll give you my quick starter tips. First off, you're gonna need blaze powder. You better get into the nether. But when you're looking for wild berries, the two most important ones are gonna be Orin and Persim. And as luck would have it, those two berries are available in every single biome. They don't have a preferred biome. Past that, you're just gonna wanna start mutating and finding the rest of those berries that spawn in the wild. Oh, and if you're mutating, maybe throw on some surprise mulch. And if you're excited to learn more like me and you enjoy my style, then hit the subscribe button, please support the channel. You know, all the YouTube stuff. Hit the like button, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, then let me know. And if you did, then I'd love for you to leave a comment and let me know what you enjoyed, what you'd like to see more of. And if you hated it, send it to your rival. I'm happy to fill that role if that's what you need. Have fun out there on the farm, friends.